Yeah, I have to
You
do
mean
that
an
all the
automated
time.
spell check machine? No, it'll be AI. Yes.
It'll be
and-
choice, bro.
They were so young and enthusiastic and drinking the Kool-Aid.
I gotta say, if you find me not saying much in a meeting, it's probably because I have nothing but contempt for the proceedings.
I mean,
Your failure to engage in animated discussion indicates your contempt.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it is Wednesday, the 12th of November.
12th of November.
Of 2025, and we're playing COS of Strahd.
Oh.
Okay,
Don't know what that
break
was.
continue.
That was meant to be something funny, but it
Groovy
didn't come out that
Ghoulies.
way.
Yes.
I found it
All right.
amusing.
So,
Well, good.
That was
It was funny to somebody.
without going through the whole of the last session, it ended at an encounter at the fountain where Irena was trying to, like, a figure, sort of a ghostly figure appeared from the fountain. She was drawn towards it. Lightning hits the fountain. Strahd comes down, and basically there was a battle. There was,
Blood.
yeah, a lot of it, and then basically
People got beaten.
people got beaten.
Beaten.
Who got
People
beaten?
got
Me.
Did you? Get beaten? Did you?
I got in his face and he nommed me.
We'll have to watch that.
Well, we better all watch Saxon, I think. Saxon can't be trusted.
Just in general, or like after that.
Well, Saxon's character.
Um,
we won't want a vampire in the group.
He's
The
at
abbot.
Redfield now.
The abbot ended up taking Carrick away after the fountain was
Who'd been drawn to the fountain, sorry?
Irena.
Irena.
Then Irena basically bargained for your lives, saying she would go with him if Strahd let the party live, which we let happen.
This woman's
So-
a fool.
So she's gone, Strahd is gone, Dave is gone.
I don't recall having much choice in the matter.
The
Everything was
abbot
happening at once.
manifested wings and took off with Dave.
He manifested wings, he changed,
Hang on,
manifested
what?
wings.
Oh, the abbot did.
The abbot did.
I told you that on the
Yeah,
weekend.
but I couldn't remember the context. The abbot did.
What else do we remember?
Nothing.
The abbot manifested wings.
He was a half Asimode.
He was something.
No, he's not half anything because that's not allowed anymore.
He's an angel
And
or
took-
something.
Dave away. We're talking about Dave's body?
Yes, Carrick's body.
Carrick Fergus's body.
He was a half Quasimodo.
Okay. Anything else that I need to? I'm keeping a very good.
You're keeping a record for Ray, are you?
I'm keeping a record for Ray in the name of our
I
dearly missing comrade.
cannot remember anything else, but that means nothing under the context. It's been a while.
David got brought back to life.
Apparently
Well,
I've
we
been
ended-
taken away
That
now.
definitely happened. and he
Well,
was
we
taken
ended
away.
with. I had a couple of cutscenes.
We expended the gem and he got brought back to life. I'm pretty sure that happened.
Well, he got taken away.
Yeah, he got taken away, but he
Yeah.
was alive when he got taken away.
Actually, you didn't see that. But what in the two cutscenes that I did, one was in the bedroom of Elia with the burgomaster's wife,
Yeah.
and she hears the boy. So I said she's facing the window because she's looking at the commotion that's happening at
Oh,
the fountain
did
and
the dead
everything.
boy come back? Was that when that happened? Right.
So I had a cutscene of that where she's looking out the window and seeing
Funnily
the
enough,
battle
I do remember that.
that's
Yeah.
that's happening like that, and then the battle dies down or whatever, and she sees whatever she sees. I mean, you don't know that, but then in the bed where the boy is, I said she adjusted some clothing on herself, and then color returns to the face of the boy, and then the boy says, "Mummy," and then we left that there. And then there was a final cutscene where it's in the Abbey of St. Markovia, and one of the Mongol folk just is basically screaming, "Alive! Alive!" And that was it.
In surprise.
You had a very good echo of the right
I did.
point.
Yeah, but you had. I think the last session was also the Battle of the Wizard of Wines, wasn't it? And then we did the Fountain.
Yeah.
Because my memory is, although I'd have to, look at my note. My memory was, Urban had worked out that if he drinks from the fountain, that it contains a one-use healing property that would actually restore his hit points that he had that was drained by that witch. And I thought he did that.
Which?
Yes.
Okay, you never explained.
What's
to me
Urban's
which
character's
was
name?
I
right,
never worked it out, but it serves me
It's some
no
sort of-
advantage to not tell.
Some sort of weirdo from another dimension is my recollection, but yeah.
Probably written down amongst all of this.
But was some in between that? Did we have the diary thing where we did the battle
Shagan.
of Castle Argonblast or whatever?
I
it's
think
called?
that was the
Or
one
that
before.
That was before.
I think it was the
Okay.
one before.
Okay.
The Battle of Argynvastholt,
Argonblast, that's it.
where you actually met Argynvast.
I thought we were fighting them.
No, the dragon was named Argynvast.
Oh,
Like at the end of that thing,
Actually, I
remember?
don't remember the
The
dragon.
a great silver dragon lands in front of you, and Strahd has a massive shield, and he said to the party, "Get behind me." And then he looks
yes,
up
I do remember
and
that.
he goes Argynvast, which you either interpreted as a swear word or the name of the dragon.
I don't remember the dragon, weirdly enough, but I remember hiding
Yeah,
behind the shield.
Well, not all of you were there because it passed over. I said a large shadow passes over you. Remember, you found like an amulet or something. I'd have to look at. You found something, but the other party was in a battle, and then some people were looking for this relic that Strahd was after. I can't remember which was which or who was where.
So
Right,
there's this relic and Strahd has it now.
Yeah. No. Which is why when you were trying some of your spells on him, they didn't work. Because you'd actually found this thing of protection for him.
Okay.
Or our avatars in the past.
Yes, your avatar. All the people in the past had found the avatars in the past. I think it pretty much gets us up to speed. All right. Let's continue on.
Let's.
Carrick,
Yes.
let's start with him.
Fly, be free.
He drops me from 10,000 feet and I die again.
No.
No.
Darkness.
Darkness.
Haven't been there before.
Oh, darkness.
Air rushes into your lungs. It catches, it stings, and you taste this mix of cold and iron.
It's Gandalf.
The second breath rasps, but the third learns how to breathe. You feel stone pressing against your back. And as you try and focus on the room that's very dimly lit, because you're
I'm
in.
lying on my back, not that I'm lying down with stone on my back, because that would be
No,
impossible.
it's lying on your back.
Right.
Stone is pressed to your back. The room, sort of at the moment, because of your focus, only gives you sort of shapes. You can sort of see a slab that you're on. You can see a wall. You can see a curtain that breathes when the draft finds it. And somewhere beside you, you can hear and see a candle spluttering. Its light crawls weakly over the stone that you're lying on. But in your mind, under everything, there is this hum. It's low and stale. As you think about it, it's like a bell that was struck and never allowed to stop. It sits in the stone. It presses against your teeth. It's everywhere. And in this moment, you notice, also in this room, that you are not alone. Across the room, where the darkness is probably at its thickest, something is standing there.
Oh fuck, it's that thing.
It doesn't move. It's only watching. So finally, your eyes are adjusting inch by inch to this very pale light of the room that you're in. And you notice that it's a figure, too straight standing in the spine, too even in its shoulders. Hair is neatly arranged, but There's skin where seams shouldn't be. But at this moment, it doesn't step forward. It simply tilts its head slowly, like a thought that's arriving too late to the body. And as it tilts its head, because the room is so quiet, you hear the soft sound of vertebrae ticking once and then silent.
It's that
that's
dude.
gross.
It's that dude we didn't approach.
It's a homunculus.
There was this big
It's
dude.
a
We could
Frankenstein
see him in the
monster.
shadows, the other end of the corridor or something. We instantly
golem?
retreated. Presumably some sort of flesh golem. I mean,
The Frankenstein.
we're basically in the castle of Dr. Moreau, so God knows what this thing is. The Abbey of Dr. Moreau. Saint Moreau.
I think I might try and sit up.
You're probably restrained.
You notice then that you are restrained both hands.
Whatever you do.
and feet.
You better not have put that idea in his mind.
Whatever you do, don't be a red-headed woman.
As you attempt to move, the figure in the room shuffles forward.
Are you my friend?
Do you call that out?
No. No,
You hear small, careful drags of bare feet across gritty stone. Cloth whispers against skin. The sound does pause between the steps. It's kind of like the body is waiting for permission to move on.
Tell it your name's George.
Candlelight reaches it slowly. First you notice the hands, which are pale and too smooth. The nails just a little bit too long. And then jaw, where a fine seam catches it, sort of glistening.
What the fuck is
And
this thing
then-
made of?
You notice the
Grossness.
eyes, wide and glass bright, and they just seem a fraction too still. It stops just outside your circle of light. It tilts its head even further and a little further. Would you like to take a perception check?
He's made out of lightly cooked chicken meat.
Perception check. Passive perception?
No.
No, active.
Active perception.
Active perception.
Where do I do that?
So
What is
you
it?
find either you're
So it's
What
got.
was it? Have you got a sheet or are you using your app?
Oh, well, I'm just looking on the app at the moment.
Yeah.
I would have thought.
Is perception a skill down there?
So I've got senses, passive perception, passive investigation, passive insight. Why would active not be there? Or do I just
Well,
do
you
that?
roll
I just roll on
wisdom
wisdom.
roll with your perception bonus, which is +3 in this case.
All right. Well, I'll just do that.
Oh,
Oh
is it on the
wow.
Yep.
Oh god, I read that wrong. It's not as bad as I thought. I rolled a 7. Add 3. That's 10. That's it.
With a 10, you feel that this thing is listening to you breathe.
Stop breathing.
Then it's about to take another step forward when you see that the mouth parts and you feel like it's about to speak, like there's a word on the lips and then doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see as it takes another step forward that this thing which you haven't seen before, the party has, you haven't seen before. Although it's changed since the party last saw
I
it.
don't think we got a good look at it. It was
You
just
didn't.
a shadow.
You didn't, and it looks different now.
It's a giant
So it's a
prawn.
silhouette. Is it different?
It's improved.
It was a big silhouette, and we didn't want to approach it because it was just wandering around the corridor.
Now the silhouette approaches me.
So you can see that this stitched together construct, for want of a better word,
Yeah.
is made into like a young girl. Possibly about, if you were to guess, maybe 25, 26 years old.
Oh, her! I'm thinking of the other thing we saw. There was something else in there.
Oh, there's lots of things in here.
As I recall, there was an entire barn of them
Yeah,
bouncing
but
at
there,
the door.
there was some really tall, large, burly thing down one of the corridors we didn't go.
Yeah.
Like Frankenstein's monster or something.
More
So
specifically,
that means we've
this
seen
is-
it before in both.
this
Oh,
movies.
this is Strahd's replacement wife, made by the insane bishop.
This
She
was
doesn't
the
have a
young
tongue.
lady who we had lunch with the abbot, I
It's
believe.
got
The,
features from
Yeah.
Arena.
yes.
No, it couldn't have features from Arena. Strahd's got Arena.
Okay.
You could what? You couldn't make a facsimile of Irina though.
Well, she is a facsimile.
Anyway,
The monster thing you're about to meet.
I thought
the
that.
monster thing.
I'm not sure we're.
It was a monster.
Well, she's
I'm
very.
I'm not sure we're disputing anything.
I understand she's a very nice lady, according to the bishop.
Yes.
But
She was distinctly uncanny valley, but she was very beautiful and well behaved during lunch.
Yes. She didn't speak though. 'cause
I-
She doesn't have a tongue.
I will quietly
Unless
sing
she does now.
a little song.
That's
Something from my memory.
Okay.
Uh,
Performance check.
Performance check. How do I do that?
Edelweiss.
performance is charisma and whatever your
Yeah, your charisma modifier, and if you have any type of
There is actually performance.
you're
as well.
not you're not a
Yes.
bard, so
No.
that's something you could have chosen as well.
It's plus 0.
Are you saying I shouldn't be the character that I am?
He keeps hinting that.
He does, doesn't he?
Day one.
What's
I
wrong with
think he's got
Maybe.
it in for you.
I'm 0 on performance.
Okay, go.
And,
roll.
and I rolled a 5, so I think I've done quite badly.
I got +3 on performance.
I'm just going.
As you begin to sing, you sing. She pauses,
Well, the moon is your eye.
and then you get the sense that as she's pausing, she's still listening, but it's something that you can't hear. And then she tilts her head in the opposite direction now, and now you hear the vertebrae click again. And the breath that she drew in, which you thought she was going to say something, turns into this silent exhale instead that you can hear her breath. And then her lips get put together, and she doesn't speak. Instead, she smooths the strand. Some hair has fallen down her face, so she moves it back as if, wanting to tidy her face, and then she watches your throat as you swallow, and then you notice that what she's trying to do is match your breathing with yours. So when
Match
you
her breathing with mine.
yeah, so when you breathe in, she's breathing in. When you breathe out, she's breathing out. She's copying you.
Because she probably doesn't actually need to breathe. But
This is your chance to escape, but I'm not sure how.
She moves forward again. One measured step, then another. And then as the candlelight continues to climb up her, you then think to yourself, the eyes just don't blink enough.
no, I have that problem. I only got drops.
At this point, she stops right at your side. She takes her hand and hovers it just over your mouth, like catching the warmth of your breath as you exhale. And then her fingers slide around your jaw and you feel her gently press until she finds your heartbeat. With her other hand, she settles that on your sternum and she waits. And it's like
Mid-break.
she's counting.
Yeah, she's doing medical on me.
Then her nails drag lightly down your breastbone in a straight clinical line, and it stings a bit, like her nails are quite sharp, but that stinging then fades. And then again, in the other direction, she tilts her head again to listen, and you notice that she's now holding her breath, and it's like she's trying to learn something. And then, as she listens, she smiles. And then her fingers spread over your sternum. what do you wish to do? I'll give you a moment to
Actually
say
do
or act.
something. Be proactive.
It's like, what is going on?
Don't do anything.
Do you say that?
No, no, no. Well, I say, good day, madam.
That's appropriate.
And then she says, it is faster now.
Probably.
Speaks. Okay.
And she considers that
I try and control my breathing.
as
I try
you
and-
do you say probably?
Yes.
Okay. Then she goes, tell me, is it through fear or want? Does it race because I frighten you or because I touch you?
It's your new wife. Accept it.
God, what is happening? Fear.
You say fear.
Yeah.
I would have gone with apprehension.
Okay.
Well, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Stay with the simple language.
And then she says, you need not fear. And then she lowers her head down where her hand is, lowers her head down to your chest. And you feel that her skin on her cheek is very cold against your skin.
Yeah.
And she holds her breath to listen.
Hello.
And then she says, the humming has gone, as she's listening to your heart.
Ah, the humming. That's the thing I was feeling in my head before.
Could that be related to when you were with the tree?
Why am I restrained?
She, at that point when you speak, because it's loud for her, she pushes herself up with the hand that's resting on your ribs.
And squish it
And then-
instantly.
and then I
die.
And then from this hand, one of her long nails angles down without her noticing, and as you breathe in, because she was quite heavy pressing onto your chest, and when you speak, one of her nails actually punctures into your skin.
Okay, how many hit points do I
And
have?
this then, when she sees that her nail has gone in, she actually jolts and drags back. And this long, thin red line is left slashed across your chest, and you take 1 slashing damage.
Slashing.
By one, you mean 1 hit
1
point?
point, yeah.
Ow!
When you say ow, she is visibly startled and steps back, and she says, I opened you, I did not mean to.
I know you did not mean. I could see that you did not mean. But please be careful.
And as you say that, she watches the blood start to fill in the wound, and her head tilts in the other direction.
She could use it as an inkwell.
And this quizzical look comes across her face, and it's like she's studying you. And then her gaze drops from your face, because you spoke, down to the line that's in your chest, and you can see that it's bleeding, and then with the race of your heart it fills again and bleeds again. And then she reaches for the bedside, like you're on a slab, but you are on, you do have sheets. She
That
rips
can't be comfy.
a neat strip free, and she holds it above the wound like she's going to apply pressure. And then she hesitates, and she has this puzzled look. So she leans down, like you think she's going to smell what the blood smells like. But then you notice that the tongue she shows is too pale and too perfect, and moving just a fraction too slow for the moment. and with her tongue she touches the bead of blood
Why?
with this really careful lick to mop it up. And then she does it again in a smaller movement, and then again to catch what ran before.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
And you feel this sting that is quick and like salt sharp, and then you actually feel like your skin tightening under her tongue.
Yucky.
And in that moment, the Abby's low hum seems to settle in your mind, and your blood, and the bead, the scratch is clotting faster than it should.
Could I be dead again?
You say that?
No, it's time for mental torture.
Why am I restrained? Thank you, madam, for attending to my wounds, but it was somewhat untraditional.
With a 4, I'm going to say she didn't hear you, only because she's focusing very much on looking at how the cut has healed.
How the hell did she heal you with a tongue?
Oh, sorry.
What the hell? But she's a construct, so a tongue is presumably some sort of creature that can heal with its tongue.
Or possibly something.
I'm just
then-
hoping I don't
Saliva.
turn part gecko or something.
But then she looks at you and says,
Geckos can't heal with their tongues.
it answers. The bleeding is slower now. And then she compares 2 fingers at her own throat. You can see she's counting. Her hand back on your chest. She says the pressure would do more as she wipes her mouth, because there's some blood on it, with the back of her hand. But this, she's gesturing towards her mouth, tells it to stop.
I'm not sure I followed that, to be honest with you.
So
She's used her tongue to stop your blood, make your blood congeal faster, and staunch the flow.
Is that what she said?
I assumed. I
So-
don't know. I'm too busy freaky.
But only then, because she still has the linen in her hand, and only then does she fold it and place it carefully over the wound, applying light but firm pressure. This time she kind of looks past you and then says, without looking at you, she says, "Do you hear it?"
The thrumming, whatever it was called before,
Yes. The hum.
the humming, or the thrumming. Thrumming works.
It sits in this room like a bowl that's been struck and won't stop.
Stop ringing.
I noticed it, but it's grown louder since your heart started.
So it is not from this place, the humming.
No.
It is within me.
You've been magically resurrected. Okay. So
It
how would that
was not here before the light broke. He carried you in. The light followed you. It did not go back into the water.
The light.
You have a healing doobie in you now. I don't know. What to
I would
call it.
speculate that the properties of healing which were in the fountain water have
Yes.
yes. with you.
Yeah, it's going to be annoying. You've got permanent tinnitus now. I'm trying to sleep and it's going ning, 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 ning.
But it's a good kind of ning ning ning. It's the ning ning of healing.
Does this mean I can now urinate healing potion? What does this mean?
Okay, that was the most disturbing question I think I've heard in this game.
I could have come up with something grosser, but that'll do.
Oh no. Oh god.
No, I'm not asking that, obviously. But
if we made them into pill form,
with the inlet.
the healing within me.
That would depend on whether there is excess or not, or
The
merely just enough to keep you
The
going.
light from the fountain.
He didn't say that. That's speculation on my
The
part.
light followed.
The light followed.
It did not go back to the water.
Did we use up all the spells and you got the last one, and therefore it resides in you?
I don't know.
It found open
Totally
places.
speculating.
Open places.
It found open places. Just now, it told your blood to listen. Last night, it finished me enough to speak.
Oh, freaking hell! You finished the girl. You've made yourself a woman.
Maybe we can use her as bait.
Bait for what?
For Strahd.
He's already got his girlfriend.
No. Say, look, this one's better. Look over here.
When she finishes saying that, unless you want to say something, I'll give you a moment.
I have no idea what I'm supposed
Okay.
to be doing here.
So after she finishes saying that, you hear from, well, it's the courtyard, but you hear from outside this single bell that chimes. It's round and soft, but it's gone. It doesn't linger like the sound, the humming that used to
The
be.
humming sound.
Isn't it the dinner bell?
And
The
then
inner thrum.
you hear from outside footsteps that pause and then approach and like keep coming from a distance, like over behind you. So then her eyes flick from the noise that was in the courtyard over to where the sound and the stairs would be. And then you notice that in the right-hand corner from your perspective is a large door. And then you hear someone approach that door and fumble with some keys. And with her, she doesn't take, there is like a pull down latch for the door, and you notice that she doesn't take her eyes off the latch. So looking at the latch, but leaning down close to your face, she whispers to you, "This voice is for now, but not for him."
I just nod.
Then she smooths the bandage on your chest and she takes a couple of silent steps back. You know, she's been very careful not to make any noise, back into the darkness from where you first saw her. She arranges her hair. She folds her hand across her navel. She sets her feet together. Her chin has become level. Her eyes seem to be fixed past you but unfocused, and her breathing slows. And in this half shadow, you notice that her head just lolls. And she's perfect and still.
Okay, I just learned quite a bit.
Yes.
Yes.
You hear the bell go again from the courtyard. Boom. And then it just dies. Then the key is in the lock, it turns and the latch goes down. Entering is a man you have not seen yet. Party of betting, you haven't. But he's trying to, like, he comes in quietly and you get the idea of,
He's perfectly
he
sane.
thinks you're asleep. And then as he approaches you, he notices that you're awake, unless you didn't say you were trying to pretend to be asleep or anything.
That's a good question. Should I pretend to be asleep? I think I might for a minute. I'll just keep my eyes closed.
Okay. All right. So he comes up and he approaches you and he's looking, and you can't actually see what he's doing because your eyes are closed, but you can feel that there is a presence close to you, and it hasn't moved. And then you hear him softly say, "The bell. Told them
Not ring. No, don't ring. Let. No. Let. Oh. Yes. Heartbeat. Good. And then you feel fingers go on your neck again, checking for a pulse.
I'll open my eyes now.
And then you see that there's this figure, elderly sort of gentleman, but you can imagine in his younger years he would have been quite attractive. He smiles and he says, forgive the bell. I told them no. So sorry, Gary. Don't move too much. Let breath find you by grace.
What's he saying about the bell?
They presumably it's the dinner bell, which you wouldn't know. But I assume he wanted it off not to wake you. You know, they ring the bell because they've all got Quasimodo syndrome. It's a very exciting time for them, the bell ringing.
Why am I here?
Yes, we nearly lost you.
I thought I was lost.
Oh, interesting.
I walked in darkness for some time.
Was it all dark? Everything? What is it like to return?
Disorienting.
Yes. You notice that your new friend, Vasilka, she kind of shuffles back a bit, so for whatever, like she just moves something back, and you notice that.
Why am I restrained?
Just people returning from death, lash out, could be wild, hurt themselves.
How long will I be restrained?
Yes, just make sure that you are well enough to go. And then he kind of hears the sound, he turns around and he looks in Vasilka's direction and stuff, but doesn't seem too concerned at him. He looks back at you and he looks, Vasilka, I placed her here to keep vigil. She never moves. And I find that the newly returned wake calmer with somebody else in the room and not being alone.
You have experience.
Yes, of course. You are not the first person that I have brought back to life.
Well, it is D&D, but
Aren't you in the business of bringing people back to life at some point in your career?
raising the dead, surely that's a high level spell.
But it's not unknown.
I don't know if it's a druid spell.
Path to ability, some find it.
Unattractive.
In this edition, that is a very good question. Let's get the level first.
I've set something off, sorry.
You have. I'll just wait for it to pass. Nobody's doing a resurrection spell anytime soon.
That's right, it's called resurrection.
Yeah.
I have revivify. I don't know what that does,
I'll be talking to you later.
but it's about revivification.
Yes!
According to this, in the current iteration of the rules, resurrection is under
How do you feel
bards
about
and
entire
clerics.
graveyard?
Sorry?
How do you feel about doing an entire graveyard for me?
You're the bloody vampire. You raised the dead.
And while they're
I can meld into stone. Maybe I should
while
do that
they are
now.
trading banter, I will note that you have drunk deeply from the well of Mr. Mulligan.
It'd be dramatic.
It's then that He smooths the sheets that are over you, kind of almost like tucking you in, making sure that you are comfortable. And then he says to you, "We have a slight problem."
Yes?
At the well which your friends brought you to, when I was performing the rite, it split. When lightning came, and yes, the water broke, and the resurrection broke its basin. Half took root in you, and the other half spilled out into the square. Do you know what he's kind of getting to with this?
Not really.
Okay, all right.
Half is within me.
You're a half fairy.
Was
I
it-
don't know what
Was
that's
it always supposed to go within
Yes,
me?
yes, was the plan.
So what does this mean? I'm only half alive?
And as he thinks about
Yeah,
this,
okay.
he turns and he goes, no, courtyard, stones. She's inside the gate. Perception check again for him.
Well, I think I know where he's getting at now.
I
But
don't. She's inside the gate?
he's getting a realization where the rest of it went. I got a total of 13.
Okay. You can hear someone kind of staggering along outside on like loose gravel.
Oh, Jesus,
Couple
it's
floors
his
down.
wife.
He kind of listens and then like tries to ignore it because you said half of it is in me or
Something.
something along those lines. And he goes, interesting. Grace will not waste itself. It ran to the nearest vow, strong enough to carry it. Her vow. It found the boy and filled him.
Oh, yes.
2 cups, 1 pour.
Is there enough to fill 2 cups?
Now you hear the footsteps on the gravel below, and there's a pause, and then they become slow and uneven and staggered, but you hear them climbing, and it's like step, stop, step. All.
Maybe you should point out
Your soul is back, but it has not sealed. For 4 dawns, you and your flesh will answer a heartbeat apart. Yes. Each time you reach for strength, aim, or will, 2 answers will rise, and fate will keep the poorer. Not always. No, that is wrong. And it's like he's arguing with himself. No, that is wrong. Not always. Sometimes both will be strong. But until the 5th sunrise, you will move as one with a limp. And he kind of like, it's like he has this headache sort of now.
You're about to get a meat shadow by the sound of it.
Well, I think this is me and the boy are linked, is what I'm reading into this.
Yeah, but there's the other thing coming up the stairs.
Although,
That doesn't sound like a boy.
what's her face in the room with me?
Still yes.
She has apparently achieved a new level of lifedom.
Yes, but who knows what else has achieved a new level of lifedom.
And so what's going on here is the life juice just going everywhere. The life vibes.
So in game terms, okay, from that last bit that I just said, for the next 4 days within game, you will do everything by rolling disadvantage.
Right.
Okay.
On the 5th day, you will be back to yourself, assuming you don't die again.
And given that I'm rolling for disadvantage, that might happen. So what does that mean again? What is just rolling?
You
for
roll
disadvantage?
2 d20s and take a
the
lower
worst.
result.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why he's kind of saying it won't always be bad,
Okay.
but you will
On
have
the
to,
5th day,
David
your-
Nicholas will
the
rise
fate will
again.
keep
I
the
will
flora.
be a mighty thing.
And as he keeps, and it's like he's straining to hear something, and then he says, no, I must Bind what has spilled before night. Spilled grace answers the loudest need. Pain, fear, blood. She cannot hear me when I call. Her pain has her by the ears. Oh, she climbs like this. It will keep chasing her, suffering. And the child's breath might, yes, be thin by sundown. Thin.
The child's breath might be thin by sundown.
That's at least 4 individuals he's talking about, including yourself.
Then you hear this staggered footsteps approaching on the stairs, very close now. He glances at the door like he's running out of time, and he looks back at you, and he leans a bit lower, and he goes, "I carried you here because the square would have burned it, killing everyone, and drawn the one who covered such light. But these stones are warded. They hold a miracle long enough to teach it where to live." And he kind of pats you. Breathe, count, rest. I will seal the boy's breath and send her to bed. Or we risk losing what? Yes, we have gained. And then you hear it again, step, resting,
There's 4 of you.
step, and then complete silence. Perception check again.
Fair roll?
Certainly was. 4. Total of 4.
You know something is on the other side of the door, but you cannot work out what it is. The abbot doesn't move.
The essence keeping you alive is in you, the boy, Bride of Frankenstein, and whatever the hell's behind that door. Which is a she as well, apparently. based
Then-
on what
Can we
you're
make
saying.
that inference? Is that information that we've...
He keeps referring to she, and I don't think he's referring to the
No,
the
I
construct
don't think
woman.
he's aware that, that she has,
The latch gives a tiny click, and you start to see it move down. But it's not opening. It's like it's testing to see if it's unlocked. Then you hear the abbot go, "Locked? Yes, the key." And then there's this realization that he didn't lock the door when he came in.
Did
And
he
that
leave the key in the outside?
that the door is in fact unlocked. The door opens just slightly, and you get this, as this draft behind it comes through, you get this smell of tallow and wet wool and stale ointment and like the cold dark stink of old blood. And the latch goes fully down and the door begins to push open. And as you look across at this, Dave, you see that as the abbot is not looking at the door because he's with this realization that it's unlocked, that Vasilka has in fact lifted up her eyes and is looking straight at the door. And then she silently begins to mouth, 1, 2, 3. Now you guys.
Excellent. Okay, we have numerous options here. What do you want to do?
We are at the
We're in the courtyard, I
in
believe.
the courtyard where the fountain used to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're actually going to shift a little bit in time from that. Actually, first back in that moment. Irena has left, you've let her go,
Yeah.
you've got like the aftermath of everything. The fountain is completely destroyed. Ismark the Lesser, we remember him?
Yeah, vaguely.
The brother of Irena?
Yeah. He's still with us.
Yes, and he looks completely like out of options. Remember, you were his option to keep his sister safe, and
You don't seem so safe no more.
no.
No.
He comes up to you and he says, "What is our plan?"
Okay, step 1, we have to get our friend back and regroup. Step 2, we go to the castle and save your sister, but not straight away.
I fear that I cannot be of much further help, and that Barovia, and you know he's not talking about like Barovia,
No,
Barovia,
the
but
village.
Barovia,
Yes,
needs its burgomaster, and
Yes.
that falls to me.
that's probably for the best.
We do have, I propose, he says, I propose that we did promise Kresk and Barovia wine,
Yes, I
Which
have
you
2 bottles that I have kept.
which we did secure. I could.
2 bottles.
No, you've got a wagon load of bottles,
Yes.
but I have 2
I know,
specifically
you
for
can
the
keep-
inn
you can
back
keep-
at the fucking wine, and you're not going to stop me. You're not, and Ray's
We're
not.
finishing this fetch quest if it kills us all.
I will literally fight the lot of you.
I could go with the
With the bottle?
transport back to Kresk on the way to Barovia,
And
deliver
give
the
the
wine
wine.
for you, and then take up my post as burgomaster of Barovia. If you need me, you could send for me.
Excellent.
But I feel like my time here is now wasted.
I shall write a note to them.
I shall wait for you.
Dear inn people, here is your wine. It is the best I can do under the circumstances. My apologies for the small sample, but things here are a little haywire right now.
How are you?
How are you? Use it sparingly. It will be a long time before any more is produced.
P.S. Don't bother replying.
We won't be here. Signed, Count Ludovic von Fresno.
Love that. Alright, and you send him off, and unless you want him for any one particular thing, then
No, we're good. We're good. Unless he can give us an army.
no,
He can't give us an army.
he cannot.
It's the village of Barovia. We've seen it.
Yes.
Now we should go up to the Abbot's place, because presumably that's where he went,
Well, that makes
And-
logical sense.
and ask him about what he's done with our friend and
Yeah.
what the hell he is.
Yeah, small technical question on that.
Yeah.
Did we, when the abbot whisked Carrick away, did he actually fly away or did
Yeah.
he simply
Oh,
teleport?
No, he flew away.
Okay.
Flew with his angel wings.
Like
Alright, what I'm actually going to suggest for you guys to do now is actually
ignore all that and
Spin,
go over this
yeah.
way.
spend another moment within the Tome of Strahd and do one of the recollections
Okay.
to learn more about him and
Okay.
also gain more information that way. And because what we need now is
To actually
What-
bring these threads
what
together.
you bring the threads together, but also what you've been doing in the time where we've had this encounter with Davif. Like that part is taken.
I'd
So
forgotten
you
to
guys have
put
been
the cards into my what character? The cards that you gave us.
Oh yeah, we've got. Well, they'll be on your old sheets.
We're all gonna
Yeah, they are.
We're all gonna be able to-
Which are in a drawer back at home, but that's okay.
I gave you actual color. Yeah, probably.
Remember, I thought the master of the mash actually meant something. That was
the master of the master
It
mash.
should have been something.
The master of the mash. Yes, it makes complete.
We should have found him smashing up a
It's entirely
gravestone
potato themed.
because it was a graveyard smash.
Did
All
we
right.
get that sword?
No, we have still not found Rave's. I think it's a castle Argobard.
I thought we.
It was a spear.
No, it's a sword.
Wasn't there a sword?
You are
Yeah,
looking
the-
for 3 artifacts and you found one.
Which one have we found?
The diary.
The
The book.
yeah, you found the book.
I thought
That's
the
the-
sword was going to be behind the altar, but it was the diary behind the
Yeah,
altar.
this card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. That almost certainly is the book.
Yes.
We found it behind the sun in the house of the sun.
Yes.
And then the next one we need is a holy symbol of great hope, which I'm pretty sure is a sword.
It's a holy symbol of great hope.
No, that's
Oh no, the next one is. the
Yeah,
sword.
that's the sword.
Right.
It's actually called.
I see a kneeling woman, a rose of beauty, plucked too soon.
Hang on, a kneeling woman, what?
Is that the clue for the sword?
No, the clue for the holy symbol, I see a kneeling woman, a rose of beauty, plucked too soon. The master of the mash, or the marsh,
The marsh.
knows of whom I speak. Do we know who the master of the marsh is?
When we get some space, can we put the map down?
So what's the clue for the sword?
The sword. This is a card of power and strength that tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sort of sunlight.
That way, if it could
I
go,
see
would be
a
good.
sleeping prince, a servant of light, and the brother of
And
darkness.
put yourselves.
Okay, well, that'd be Stroud's brother then.
The treasure lies with him. So if we can find the tomb
Actually,
of,
put yourselves down this direction.
presumably the tomb of Stroud's
Cross.
brother,
Yeah.
Because he murdered them all, so yeah.
I reckon that's where that
Yes,
sword would
that's,
be.
that's pretty obvious. The other one's a total mystery.
And the last one, no, there's actually two more.
Ah,
This card sheds light on the one who will help you greatly in the battle. I see a child, a Vistana. You must hurry, for her fate hangs in the balance.
A child of Vistana.
Yeah, a Vistana
That'll
child.
be
that's a gypsy
Irina.
person.
Irina.
No, I think we decided she wasn't Vistani after all.
Okay.
I had a theory she was a Vistani
And
orphan.
then the last one, your
She's-
enemy is
she's
a
not
creature of
Vistani.
darkness whose powers are beyond mortality.
Well, there was that other woman we met briefly, you know, found in the under the abbot's tender insano care. We saved
Now
her.
presumably been chopped up and put into
We
facility.
never found out what her name was because David kept it secret for some weird reason.
What? What's this?
Did we let her go somewhere?
She went on her own way.
Who's this?
She's particularly strong though.
I have no idea what you're talking about
The,
now.
the woman who was in this, the abbot was about
Yeah.
to cut her tongue out
Yeah.
and stick it in the thing.
Yeah.
Which she's
Well,
now done.
We freed her, and then
You
she
did.
went off on her own.
To back to where she lives. Yeah.
I don't know.
Of course she did. She's now home and happy.
Excellent.
Anyway, the last one.
Unless you wish her to be something else.
The last one is largely
my
story.
new wife.
the last clue.
Everyone else is getting a
Apparently
wife.
nobody cares.
Yes, go. Yes, Dave, go. I'm listening to you.
The last clue, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. That's all. Yeah, it's just, you know.
That's somebody. Someone.
This card will lead you to him. Look to the mother's tomb. So I'd say that's Stroud's mum, unless somebody else's mum. And so his brother and his mum. We need to find the family crypt. Obviously, that seems to be the plan. I wonder if it's in the castle of death and doom. What do you reckon?
Well, it might,
I reckon it sounds
might be
right.
in the outlying courtyard or something, but yeah. That sounds about right. Oh, well, actually, no, they probably are in some catacombs or something.
Yeah, no,
Big
the
nobility.
tomb might be, the family crypt might be somewhere else. Yeah. I mean, he may not care about his own family anymore. He's beyond caring about such things.
I doubt he would have given them a decent burial based on the way he went Pizzardo. Although I'm actually saying knowledge I don't think my character actually has at this point. Yes.
How do you know these things? Have you been reading the module?
Yes. I just know Stroud's story. Because
He's
Yeah,
been
'cause it's
around
been
since
around
bloody
so-
AD&D age.
it's
It's
been around
literally
forever.
decades.
it's literally Dracula's story.
Weirdly
It's
enough,
like-
I remember nothing, but you know the original adventure. I remember my friend Vinod had it. I think we may have played it. It like had this massive map of the castle. I remember the castle map. I think it's very different now because they built an entire world around it. But at the time, it was just a castle. It was basically a dungeon bash
Yeah.
in a castle, and the boss was a vampire. I don't know to what extent any of that lore is carved, you know, from the very original module that this is all based on. I don't know how much of that lore has passed through. I don't know to what extent it was established in that first adventure, but I can tell you this: I have no memory of any of it, other than it had a cool cover and a really cool map of a you know
Yeah, it
ca-
happens.
really this amazing detailed map of a castle.
Ivory Chiefs.
All right, do we want to keep
Unless-
going or wait
unless
for Jono
Bismarck
or what?
Blessing is
I'm
murdered
conscious that it's
away.
9 o'clock and maybe we
Oh,
could
good God,
keep
really?
going. Yeah.
Yes.
Happy to keep going?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's do a scene within the time. You find yourselves just where you are now, but that kind of bridge is not old and tattered and everything. It's quite new. All right, as well. You notice that in front of you you've got like a courtyard area, and then the courtyard is wide and grey. You notice that an extravagant castle, tall curtain walls, a raw wind howls between the stone arches. You hear echoes of hoofbeats as there are various soldiers riding horses. As you go across the bridge, so take your characters across the bridge because you're going across the other side, you see that you do notice, of course, a younger Strahd disappearing just off with, as you would imagine, be one of his advisors, just into the castle. But that is past the map, okay? The castle. But then, from behind you, you hear 3 people approaching on foot. You hear the gravel as they walk towards you. They don't speak at first, but then a guy who you, Urban, would recognise, but he's a little bit older now. But in that first tome encounter that you had, he was teaching the young Strahd to sword fight.
Oh, is this Radagan or whatever his name is?
Radakin, Rada.
So you guys are time traveling,
Radin.
right? You're having a time travel vision.
Yeah.
Is that what's
Yes,
going
he
on?
talked about him last time first time Urban went into the book, because
Yeah.
he was his tutor or something. He was teaching him sword fighting.
You've come in like part way through a conversation because there's 3 of them. There is
Did we actually see him?
hey.
Urban
did.
Oh,
You
Urban,
guys haven't
Urban
seen
definitely
him.
saw
So
him. I
Urban-
thought Urban just
Well,
heard
Urban saw
about
him in that. No, he saw
No,
him.
no,
in
he
that.
saw
You
him.
met him.
Ah, okay.
Oh, did you meet him?
I thought he just
No,
talked about him.
you saw him walking away.
Oh.
Yeah, but you did actually see him.
Is he Arab?
And no, he's not Arab.
Okay.
No, you noticed by his ears that he's either elf or half elf.
Okay.
Okay.
Radagan the half elf.
He turns to a woman that's walking beside him. They're both in like full plate sort of armor, like as well. And you notice that on their chest they have the von Zarevich symbol on there. As when you look at yourself, you do as well. Okay. And he turns to the woman and he says, "Do you feel it? This place was not built by stone, but built by war, by will, and by blood." And as they continue to approach, you hear her say, "I don't trust these shadows. There are too many in this place already." And now they've actually basically caught up to you.
Okay. Is this Castle Argoblast or whatever
So-
it's called?
And
Argengast.
then
Brickenback.
the
Brokeback Castle.
the other guy, he goes, he looks at the other 2 and he goes, "He's brought us here. I'll see to him." And then just basically he's heading off towards the castle. And then Rahadin looks at you and smiles and says, "So, have you ever slit the throat of a man who begged like a child?"
Oh,
No.
that's not a normal thing to do, bro.
But you must admit he deserved it.
Most people do, I find, who beg like children.
and then the
Is this implying he knows that we've seen him in the vision, or
no, this is in a completely so for him, for them, this is
We're
happening
other-
in real time.
we're other
Like,
people.
yeah, you're
Oh,
other
so
people.
this
so
is a-
think hologram.
Sorry,
think
when-
holodeck.
I get that. I'm sorry. Oh, I was out of the room
Yeah.
before.
Oh, sorry.
Did I miss that we're in a vision? So.
Yes.
We're now loyal minions of the family of Strahd, and not ourselves.
Right.
Mm.
That makes sense then.
You seem to question this, Urban.
No. We are observers not as third persons but as first persons, but still observing.
And we can interact with the environment to a certain
Yep.
extent.
Yes,
So
you
you're
can.
inhabiting the bodies of other people, effectively.
Yes, you are. I love the soldiers.
Who apparently.
Otherwise, they might query why one of us is a large jelly person.
Levels of psychopathy among the garrison seem high.
So Radin at this point looks. So what I'll do with you, Dave, once if we do have a battle, you will take a part of one of the people in the battle, just so you're not sitting there doing nothing. But for all intents and purposes, I'll talk to the others. So Radin turns to you, Saxon, and goes, "Well, it's now over. We caught him."
Yes. Now, simply a matter of the cleanup. What needs to be done next?
And then the other woman, she's as you say, then she turns to Radin and goes, "There's no way it could have been him. The assassin is still out there. He was caught way too easy." And then it was like Radin goes, "Don't be stupid. It's over. We're safe. He wouldn't have gone to death if he wasn't the assassin."
Who's this assassin? Do you know? You have no idea.
I'm not exactly going to out myself by asking the amazingly obvious question that I'm
Well, the
supposed to know
amazing
the
obvious
answer to.
question for the players, not the characters, is do the characters know, do we have some sort of information from the scenario we're in,
No,
who
we
we're
just,
talking
we
about?
just get we're just dumped in there,
Yeah.
and we've
This
got to
is
try
just-
and
this
pry out what we can pry
It's
out.
kind of hilarious, actually. It's like, yes, whatever you
Yeah,
said.
exactly. And
What's your-
Radin, he kind of laughs at this point when she says, "Oh, you know, it's not over." He goes, "Assassins, shadows, daggers in the dark. It's all terribly exciting, don't you think? As long as you're not the one being stabbed."
Yes. The question is though, which
Yes.
I've never understood,
Mm-hmm.
why?
Why?
Yes, why? Why did he do it?
Why did the Baal Verzi decide to try and eliminate Strahd?
Yes.
Cutthroats, mercenaries, paid by the highest bidder. Lord Strahd is acquiring land and possessions, sometimes by force. You understand we have a role.
Yes. But surely they knew it was going to end like this.
Why, tell me, how often do you look over your shoulder?
Quite a lot these days, strangely enough.
We live a life in which looking over our shoulders is what we do.
Do you believe in redemption?
I know it happens. Whether that means I believe in it or not, I am unsure.
Are you trying to persuade? Yeah, roll on persuasion.
Okay.
Who knows what he's trying to do?
Yeah.
I'm trying to persuade him that I know what the frig I'm talking about. Hang on,
We got some sort of name though. That's all that I was expecting. Well, actually, that's what I was
18.
hoping for. Because
18. He smiles at you and claps you on the shoulder and he says, "Look, this courtyard is charming in winter, don't you think? Nothing like a fresh layer of snow to hide the bloodstains."
I gruffle, which is, I make noises of vague agreement in the hopes that nobody really notices that I've got no idea what it is.
What did he call him? The Bragadine or something?
The Bal Varazi. So B-A, comma A-L.
Somebody write it down, yes.
Yeah. Varazi.
We can ask other people
V-
after we get out of here.
V-E-R-Z-I. Bal Varazi.
Sounds like the
Balvarazi.
Yes,
pantheon
know
was
them well.
Baal.
What?
I recorded the last sequence in
He's not being
painstaking detail.
assassinated by an
I'm lost
ancient
here.
Babylonian god.
Right, thank you, Babylonian. That's what nevertheless what the name sounds like, and it's probably got evocation even if it's not literal. So yeah. Yes. So getting back on track.
Yes.
What next? This hasn't ended. Or maybe not. Nevertheless, we must proceed. What next?
He's anxious to be off.
She looks in and she takes in the keep, the castle, whatever you want to call it, in front of her, and she says, well, we've taken it, but holding it,
Always the hardest part.
You've seized it from somewhere.
we lost 83 good soldiers between the gates and the crypts, and apparently one assassin we've taken down as well, that we know of. He died before we could get his full name,
Which castle?
but that knife, too ceremonial for a soldier, don't you think?
Yeah. Okay.
Soldiers pick up all kinds of plunder.
No.
Someone gave it to him, didn't they?
I doubt not that it does not belong to him.
Says an invisible dwarf.
An invisible dwarf in the form of some vague soldier who probably never said any of this stuff.
You now notice that there is somebody coming out of the castle. He's wearing like full plate armor again, once again, the Von Zarovich. But he has like a cloak as well, and you can see that around his neck he has a holy symbol of the Morning Lord.
Oh, okay.
And he's coming towards you at quite a pace.
I was going to say this is Stroud's brother, but now I'm not so sure.
Why aren't you so sure?
I don't just. I
How's
don't-
Zarovich spelled?
Maybe he would be wearing that, but he
Z-
sounds more like a religious person.
O-V-I-C-H, I think.
Yeah, Zarovich, okay, cool.
I don't know, look at him. I'll give you a chance to, if you want to do something before he approaches, or we'll just let him approach.
Shoot him.
You could try.
No.
You could certainly.
In the context of the flashback, do we know if he's a friend or an enemy or completely unknown?
He's some rich,
Friend.
important dude.
He wears the same type of armor
And
Right.
that you, but he has more holy ornaments too.
Yeah, he sounds.
Okay, so
he
maybe
sounds
he's a cleric.
yeah, I'm thinking.
Well, maybe Stroud's brother is a cleric. Do we know anything about Stroud's brother?
Beyond the fact that he's his brother, no, not really. No, hang on. He was going to marry Katrina Robina.
I know. I know. My eyesight, it's going a little funny after the battle.
Ah,
Who is that who is that coming towards us?
guess what? Guess what? The sword of sunlight is next to it in brackets. It says paladin.
Ryden says, the Dawnmaster approaches.
The Dawnmaster.
Who's a paladin of the Church of the Rising Sun?
Does he have a sword of sunlight?
Not that you can see. And he, as he approaches, you know, he looks like he knows you all and everything. He nods to you.
Well, that's my lord.
Hail, Dawnmaster.
This is hail to you, sir. Strahd's victory brings order to chaos. The Morning Lord does not always work in soft light.
Indeed.
The land only bleeds because it must be purged.
God, people
Spoken
speak-
like a true
speak-
paladin.
People speak like absolute insanos.
So we now know that we're living in a place where people used to be
And
dead
now we
set
have new
psychopaths.
textbooks in the schools and everything.
Their dialogue is being scripted in a distinctly Shakespearean manner.
I wouldn't go that far.
If Shakespeare was indeed a Klingon.
The girl who is with you, whose name is Alexandra. I'll just give that.
Not
Give that to you.
Zyrina.
Just as an aside, this well, you've called him a Paladin. Let's just call him a Paladin.
Hang on.
Yeah, go on.
Does the girl have red hair?
Do you want her to?
No, I just want to know, what colour is her hair?
Blonde.
Okay.
Actually, well, I have a question even though I'm not there.
Yeah.
This
go.
is the first blonde we've ever
Does
met,
Morning
as far as
Lord
I know.
dude actually have a sword? Okay, so he's not a cleric. That's what
He's
I'm
a
reading.
paladin, yes. I think we've pretty much...
Well, we don't know that. He could. But...
If you were there, you would recognise him.
Oh, really? If I were there.
He's probably that guy you talked to under the tomb. You know,
Is
when
it
he first
the-
died?
Is it the Is it the abbot when he was younger?
No, it won't be that. It'll be the guy you talked to when he first died. I have no idea who that guy was though. I just know he talked
I
to
was
someone.
under a tomb, was I?
Well, you were in you were with the bones apparently. Were you with the bones? Is that it's the bones?
The bones were the bones. You remember the bones of St. Adriel?
This is Saint Adriel?
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, not yet. He's not a saint.
Yeah, this was.
And who is Adriel?
I don't know, you're the one.
You never know. Saint Adriel might actually be Stroud's brother for all we know. Sorry, I keep.
No, it couldn't be, because then we would have already found the sword, because we found his tomb. We
found
were
the
in it and
tomb.
everything. We put the bones back.
Okay. Yes, I do remember. the
Or at least we
bones.
tried to put the bones back.
Why was I in there?
You were a disembodied spirit.
And I found another disembodied spirit to talk to.
Yes.
Who happened to be Saint Adriel, apparently. Okay.
But
Oh
Remember
yeah, it
you
was
were-
always Saint Adriel.
You were in his kitchen. Remember, he spoke to you when his house was built, and then they built a church on his house. And you even questioned him being a saint, and he said, "No, I'm not. I'm no saint."
Someone else. Well, that's the thing about saints. You don't get to make yourself a saint.
He didn't come across as a
And
paladin.
I think you actually said that to him, and he seemed perplexed by it.
So what? Aren't you not familiar with the machinations of the Catholic Church?
No, the Church of the Morning Glory is that.
You have to be safely dead. That's very important when it comes
if
to
you
being
get
saint.
his skull and put it on a stick.
Oh god, you and the stick. This is completely a world of your own making. It has nothing to do with anything in reality.
Or in this reality either.
Yeah.
Alexandra is looks past Adriel, and as in she's looking at the door of the castle, and she says to Adriel, she goes, "How goes it in there? Is everything well with Castle Barov?" To which point,
Now we know the castle.
Castle Barov, yeah.
Okay.
To which point, Adriel holds up his hand and he goes, "Lord Strahd wishes it to be known as Ravenloft. In honour of his mother, he has taken away his father's name. It has been conquered by him for his mother. Refer to it only as Ravenloft now."
This guy's got issues, I can tell straight away.
Which one? Strahd. You knew that from the... Oh, really? Really, he has issues.
He's got issues.
Which ones?
He's a
Which ones
massive
would you like?
incel.
Which ones would you like to discuss, Dave? Look at that. You are at the birth of Castle Ravenloft.
It's like an episode of Game of Thrones.
So what's his father's name? Can't be Barrel though. That's
His surname.
Barov.
Surname is Barov. So
oh, it is Barrov.
But
Surname
didn't
is
they just
Barov.
capture this castle?
Yes.
Took it back.
Oh, took it back.
So he's renamed it after taking it back after Mum instead of Dad.
Yes. So it was Castle Barov, owned by his family, but by his father, occupied. He's now sent forces
By
to
somebody.
take, as he's building up his army.
Wouldn't
he's
his
now-
father be named Strahd? The same as... Oh no, Strahd's his first name.
Yes.
What's his last name?
Von Zarovich.
Yes.
Strad von Zarovich.
Sorry, I'm being
So how's
overly
it?
dense.
How's it? Was his mother's name Raven?
Because that's what her name was before they married.
Literally Raven.
No.
It was Ravenloft.
No. You haven't found this out yet.
Okay. In that case, what is the significance of the
Yeah.
name
How was it
Ravenloft?
named? How was it named after his mother?
Yes. What is the name?
Well,
Significance of the
that's
name
a
Ravenloft
clue.
in relation
Maybe
to
she's a
Edith Bunny?
were-raven. We've already met one of those.
Named. She has some association with Raven. Maybe it's the symbol of her family or something.
It could be.
This is Loft.
Of course. He called it Raven because he's into birdies. I like birdies and I love my mum.
Mama Loft.
Mama Loft. Raven Mum.
I like Mama Loft.
We have met a were-raven, didn't we? It was,
Yes,
in, it was
yes.
in the window. Could she be one of those? I know, you don't know, but it's like... It's the only Raven association in this game I know of at this point.
Could be.
Well, actually, that would make sense. After he goes psycho, the entire family of were-ravens goes underground and forms some sort of resistance movement
True.
of very infected
Yes.
birdies that watch people. I don't know, I'm just speculating at this
it's no
point.
less unworkable than anything else we can make up.
Okay, so we know that. So we know that the castle. We've now just seen the formation of Castle Ravenloft.
What was the name of the raven person we met? And was she female?
There was a Raven person.
Yes.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, you met the Keepers of the Feather.
Keepers of the Feather, that's what and they were ravens.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
They were were-ravens. They were
They
able
were
to turn
were-ravens.
into...
So
Yeah,
I'm
they
just wondering if his
specifically
mum was a
sent
were-raven.
us off to help fight the monster where we had the Burning Man. They forwarded us onto that particular fight scene.
Sorry to appear dense.
Sure. It has been a day.
It has.
I
Which
don't
one are you
understand.
talking to, by the way?
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to think what's something which would be an
They don't
acceptably
actually know
stupid
nothing.
thing to get some more information.
Right, what information are you after?
Okay, so pardon me for feeling dense, but why? What's the?
Who am I?
What's my name?
Oh,
Where am I?
I have completely lost track of who I
Go
am.
on. Yeah, go.
What is my purpose?
Sorry to appear dense, but
Yes.
how is Ravenloft related to his mother?
Queen Ravenovia von Rowan.
Ah,
Raven Ovia.
Ravenovia
There you go.
Ovia.
von
Raven
Rowan.
Ovia.
Always
Von
appears
Rowan.
stupider than you really are.
Sorry,
It's always a
her,
useful
sorry, her
tool.
name is Ravenovia? Somebody write that down.
yes.
Raven Ovia of what?
So I said something similar and you said no, but it wasn't because I said Raven instead of Ravenovia. Okay.
What?
I said, is her name Raven? To which the correct answer is no, but it's
But
pretty
half.
similar to that. So it is named after his mother.
What was,
Yeah.
what was the full name again? Ravenovia of
Ravenovia.
Yeah, but of
It's a
something.
family name.
Did he say of something or other?
He did say a family name.
Von Royan.
Von Royan.
Royan.
Somebody else write that down.
Royan.
So
Sounds
Mama Loft
French.
is actually Ravenovia von Royan.
His mother.
Because sometimes
Bismarck.
we're going to have to find the family crypt for the Von
What do you
Royans.
mean?
I suspect.
Bismarck? Is that what he said?
No, he said Royan. We
Ravenovia
Von Royan.
Royan something.
No. Just Von Royan.
You
Who's Strad von Zarovich's mother?
who's cousin to Bismarck the Lesser.
Yes,
third uncle.
obviously Von Royen
And
is
roommate.
Von Royen is her maiden name.
Yes,
obviously.
obviously.
Well, I don't
Of
know.
the man who makes
Assuming
the
it
pies.
works the way-
Yeah, I was about to
For the
say,
woman
we're
in the
making
village.
assumptions about cultural practices. But
The hole in the bottom of
I learned the hard way that one family
Do
in
you
our
still
church.
have that pie?
oh, fuck, who knows? How could I possibly have that pie? I think am I naked on a stone right now? I didn't actually ask any details, but
Sorry, what's wrong?
she managed to stick a fingernail in my chest, so maybe.
What's wrong?
You have a pie covering your mouth.
Peter wants to
All
know
he's
if I
wearing at
still
the
have
moment
that
is a pie.
I was
It'd
going
be
to
pretty
say,
stinky if you do.
at church,
Exactly. I think I got rid of it a while ago.
at church, we discovered. I discovered the hard way that an Indian family who were there, their naming customs don't work the same way ours do. Because I tried one of the kids who was in youth group. I full named him, and he looks weirdly at me, and I
And
didn't.
then rattles off about 7 things.
Well, what I assumed that his last name was what his dad's last name is, but no, his last name is his dad's first name.
They do a similar thing in,
Yeah.
I think it's Finland or something.
So he's Nathan Resch, and I'm like, oh, okay. So you're not Nathan Sadidas? And he goes, no. My dad is Resch Sadidas. I'm Nathan Resch.
So
Oh, that actually-
Sadidas is his grandfather.
that actually
Yeah.
makes plenty. That's a perfectly sane system.
It is. It works perfectly, but I didn't know about it. So he just looks at me as if I'm,
If you want to avoid inbreeding.
as if I suggested he'd had done something with a chicken, you know.
But surely, what, he didn't just arrive in Australia, he must have some familiarity with our people.
Well, the thing is, he'd been at the church longer than I had, so it was kind of like, you know, try to keep up was the kind of vibe.
Anything? I'm just
Okay,
conscious that it's 9:44.
Okay, so
But anything else you want to talk to?
has anybody else got any other questions? Feel free to act like you're stupid, and that seems to get you information.
Well, what else do we need to know?
Good point.
So, we know the name of man with thing. We know that he's Saint What's-a-Dingle.
We know this is Castle Ravenloft.
What's a dingle?
Don't write that down.
Saint
Adriel.
Saint Adriel.
Saint Andrew. We know he's Saint Andrew.
Or will be it soon.
Do we know given how he's referring to Lord Stroud, he doesn't seem to be his brother, because that doesn't seem to be great.
He's not. No, he couldn't possibly be his brother.
He's not.
No.
All right. So
He does have Strahd does have a brother though.
Do we know?
We knew that from the very first encounter in the tome that Urban had, because Strahd was talking about how his father favours the older brother more.
Oh, that's right. This is how you're doing these time travel visions. It's via the bloody book, isn't it? I'd forgotten about this.
So are we kind of reading the book, but it's
No.
spelling itself out as visions, or is that your...
You basically, you kind of
You're
transport
trying to
yourself as you read it
Sorry?
You're
into
too effective.
Oh no,
Kind
this
of
is just dust.
Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed style kind of.
It's a very vivid story.
Yeah, if you wander too far from the path, though, the vision will shut down.
Right.
It's like it's helping you in like Madame Ava said, knowledge in this world is power. The more you know of your enemy, what makes him tick, the greater influence you will have over him. And understand, like to understand your enemy is to be able to defeat him.
It's an incel with a mother fixation.
That's a pretty good understanding of what's happening.
Possibly.
Do we know?
Definitely a stalker.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. All vampires are weirdos, aren't they?
Oh, the look on Peter's face.
I know.
Yeah, but
Bizarrely, I
Peter's
just
not
said the
really
same.
a vampire, is he?
He's a wannabe vampire.
He's a wannabe man.
He's definitely a weirdo.
He's role playing his character, who is a vampire.
And a weirdo.
I said if my previous character died, I'm coming back as a vampire.
No, what I actually meant was vampires are weirdos in a stalkery weirdo kind of way. That's what vampires do.
Yeah.
Blame Bram Stoker. He set this precedent.
Okay.
And for that,
So,
I forever
getting back to
condemn
the
sleep.
question,
Nico,
is there any further
quick.
information that we need out of
Give you a
this
couple
scene?
more seconds.
I can't think of anything.
No, I'm at a loss.
From Castle Ravenloft, out of the main doors, you see Strahd walking towards you, cloak billowing in the wind. The wind has
Billowing,
picked up a
of
bit. Yep.
Yeah.
He's
Majestic.
striding towards you, a lot younger version and more human than what you've seen previously at the fountain. That's for sure. He is approaching quickly. As he comes up to the group, he'll be up to the group in about 5 or so seconds. You see that he reaches to his side and he draws a dagger. Do you wish to do anything at this point?
He draws a dagger.
Look at
Yep.
the dagger.
The dagger is quite ornate. You can see that on its hilt. It has a large jewel. It looks to you, as you look at it, it looks very ceremonial in its purpose.
The jewel isn't similar to the jewel from the Wizard of Wine, is it?
Oh, history check.
Oh, what's this?
Is this the right dice? Yes.
Yes, D20.
Where's history? There it is. Oh, I got a. What the fuck have I got here?
History would
It's
be
a +3.
That's
Okay.
right. It's a good stat for you.
And I roll a 1.
He rolled a 1!
Oh, it's the dagger from it's the mystical dagger of Gandalf from Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, yeah! Because that makes all the sense in the
We
world.
have to get and go, and then we'll find the sword.
fine.
It's the MacGuffin
In response
sensor.
to him drawing the dagger,
Yeah.
my character will act as though he's worried that he has seen some other lurking assassin or thing, and he looks around with his hand on his sword as though he's preparing to defend the group and Strahd against whoever is looking out there behind us.
Do you draw your sword or you
No,
don't?
hand on hilt.
Yeah, so-
Is it gamey if I also do a history check because that dagger looks significant?
Probably.
Sounds pretty gamey to me.
Okay.
It's as gamey as like a
I
gamey.
guessed correctly and rolled stupid.
Game is
Go for it,
partridge.
John.
What if
Gamey
what
as a
if I look at
partridge
it?
hung out for a week.
Is it okay for
What
you?
what if I don't know in like as he's
If we're all
approaching
fucking looking at
you,
it.
well yeah you could Pete could say something to the rest of the party. You're still able
That-
to talk.
That dagger has a gem that's very familiar.
Which he whispers to you.
It's the Wizards of Wine gem.
Now you can roll on history.
Okay, I will roll on.
I
this.
said voice Otto.
I get 12.
You think it with a 12? You think it very likely could be. It's
Yeah, I think it is.
So what is this dagger? This is a wizard.
I assume that's the assassin dagger. Don't say what assassin, please.
No, I'm not going to say what assassin, but I don't. So the Wizards of Wine had a dagger, did they?
No, they had a gem that we used to resurrect
3
you.
gems.
That
3
gem.
gems.
Yeah.
I know how to
And
work
they
this.
gave you one, which you owe them back. And
Okay,
you've
so you
got
don't
them the other
recognise the
two.
dagger. You recognise
Yes.
the
The
gem on
gem
the
is
dagger.
similar to.
And actually, Pete, for well, I mean, you realised it, but you didn't realise it. But you kind of realised it. You may have a point of inspiration if you don't already have
A
one.
point of inspiration.
Would I have
Which means
that?
you're allowed to choose when you want to roll for advantage on.
Where do
like
I
one
stick
particular
these?
roll. You have I know where it is on the
Should be
beyond thing, but it should be at the top of your sheet.
Okay, I'm looking at the top of my sheet.
heroic inspiration, middle column about the fourth thing
Yeah,
down.
that thing there. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, heroic inspiration. Right there.
So you
And
click on it.
Oh,
What
okay.
what could have actually happened is
It's like
If-
fate.
if don't you dare. If you
Or
if
fate.
Jono realised that he was a bard, he could have given you inspiration in that roll as well. He could have allowed you to either re-roll or added a D8 to I think Pete's
Am I a
roll.
bard in this though?
Well, I was going to make up all these characters and stuff, and I thought I'll just let the party play the characters. Let's just let them do that. I mean, it's going to be about the same thing anyway, in a way.
It's going to be weird when you start strumming your sword.
No, because I'm not actually strumming a sword. I'm strumming a Barovian's glob neck, which is so similar to my lute that it's not funny.
As Strahd approaches, where's my D20? There it is.
Oh, he does notice. He notices that your hands are on your
Mine aren't.
your hilts, and he says, "Rest easy, soldiers. We won today."
Yes, my lord.
So
That as he like just in front of the group, he turns again and he kneels down.
Okay.
And as he kneels, he drives his left hand into the soil, and then he pulls a handful of soil up with it, and he stands and he looks at it, and he lets it crumble through his hand, slowly letting it out as the wind takes it.
He's got foot on.
And then he opens his hand completely, has the dagger in his right hand. He puts it onto his palm and he cuts. And you can see that this dagger is quite sharp, and he cuts quite deeply
Yeah, because
into
Like all
into-
vampires.
into his hand. And you can see that the blood runs down
yeah,
into the soil.
heavy with symbolism.
And then
He's going to need stitches after that.
pretty much he's cut it quite deep.
Why
And
did
it's
you do that?
running
Such a
quite a lot.
nutcase.
And the blood is going to
This guy's got issues,
And then-
didn't I tell you?
he turns, and with the dagger holding it upright, he turns, and you can see that he is now facing north, and he says, "I am Strahd. I am the land."
Oh.
He turns to next, moving his hand along to the east, and he says, "I am Strahd. I am the land." The west, he says the same, in the south, finally, "I am Strahd. I am the land.
Ah, so that's how it starts.
This land is mine." And as the blood runs and seeps into the soil,
Did you just make a spell?
Yeah.
you feel
It'll become
this
one later.
deep groan roll through the entire courtyard, and the ground starts to shift, and stone cracks, and from every corner of around you, you see that bone and blackened steel pushes up from the soil, and these dead skeletons and bodies rise screaming from the land, and one of them, with this sunken face, looks at Strahd and goes, "You are not the land. You are its wound." And now roll initiative. Or we will finish here. What do you want to do?
We are at 36 past 9.
So
It'll
this
be a
is-
bit of a battle.
well, that'll
Okay,
maybe
next
not.
Okay?
We're going to fight the skeleton dudes.
Yes,
whatever they are.
for Dominion over Castle Red.
So is this something that happened in the story, or is okay?
Yes, I would say so.
I would say very much so.
My character was thinking of saying to the other people, "Am I going nuts, or are we all seeing what I'm seeing?"
We're all seeing very much what you're seeing.
What are we seeing?
Do you want me to pack up the map or leave it as it is?
No,
or
leave it
what?
as it is.
Okay.
We should be okay.
Alright.
I'll leave my cat.
Did you enjoy it?
I'll leave my
Yeah.
cat sheet here.
Oh dear.
Ow!
That was
You are not the land.
tricky.
You are its wound.
I don't even know what that means.
Sounds cool though.
How would they know? He's a vampire already, so why would they react like that?
He's not a vampire. He's a very naughty boy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what's
but
going
why
on.
is he a very naughty boy?
I thought he was like.
Well,
I don't know. I thought he was casting a spell over the land to put it into the state that we find it in today. But that doesn't
I was wondering.
entirely seem to be what's happening right now.
Some sort of ritual claiming of the land as part of the usurpation of
His father.
his father, yes.
Well,
So merely cleaning out all of his father's supporters and taking political control was not enough for it. As you say, he's got issues, so he needed some melodramatic ritual to try and claim it on everybody.
This may be his father's castle, but it was conquered by somebody else, was my impression. He's not overthrowing his father.
And he's upset with his father because his father failed.
Yeah, where's his father during this period?
Yeah,
Or his mother even. I'm
I don't
assuming
know
they're
anything.
dead.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh, maybe they're not.
I don't know whether or not he's literally taking over from somebody who used the castle from his father, or whether he's simply taking it from his father.
No,
I don't know.
he couldn't possibly be taking it from his father.
Okay.
No, I'm assuming his father's dead,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking he's like many people of this type. He's cross with his father for having failed.
Okay.
He is angered by the fact that he feels slighted by the fact that his father did not survive.
I guess, do you know what I want? Do you know what opinion I don't want to hear from?
What?
About this? About Stroud?
Yeah.
Freud. I don't want to hear Freud's opinion about this.
Well, that was a Freudian slip to begin with.
Yeah, that's right.
About what Stroud thinks about his father and his mother. Do you know who I don't want to hear his opinion about that? Bloody Freud. Because you know what Freud is? A weirdo.
So you don't want to hear about Oedipus complex then?
No, exactly. I was